Good morning, Big Brother fans. It is Thursday, September 24th, I think, right? Whatever Thursday is. And we have a live eviction tonight. A, quote, live eviction. I'm assuming it's live. Didn't even think about that until I said it. That it could be pre-recorded. They could record it earlier in the day. We just don't know anymore. But the feeds are back. They were off yesterday morning. They actually were almost off for 24 hours. Not quite. What do I say here? So, we got an email. Affiliates, well, they sent it out on Twitter that the feeds would be back at 10 o'clock, 1 Eastern Time, 1 a.m., or 10 p.m. Pacific Time, 1 a.m. Eastern Time. Didn't say why. Didn't say why they were off, just said they'd be back. Like, we're supposed to be excited. Like, it was a good thing. Like, why did they have to announce it? So there's all kinds of theories. So let's run through a couple of theories. This one theory was that Christmas had COVID-19 and was sent home. No, she wasn't. She was there. Another theory was that there was technical issues. Now, I had a little bit of a debate with someone about this where they were like, no, you don't understand. This is, how things work. And it's like, no, I do understand how it works because I've been at least a little bit involved in the live feeds for over 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 years or something. I don't know when. Big Brother 4 or 5 or something is when I became an affiliate. So we used to have contact with Real. We used to meet with people, video, not video, but audio calls, with Real.com, where they would talk to us about different parts of the technology. And, now this time CBS was sending the feed to Real, then Real would stream it. Obviously, it's now been moved kind of in-house. But the whole point is that it's not like there's some magical, oh my gosh, the machine's out of control and it's sending out the feed and we can't even put up a sign warning people that the feeds are broken until we get this fixed. No, they could have easily put a message up saying there's technical issues in the house and the feeds will be back soon. They just didn't. They just had the feeds shut off. The real reason, I think, is that somebody yelled over the wall, which it seems like that if you go back and watch it. It sounds like somebody did. And CBS just got sick of it and just said, you know what, let's just leave the feeds off and deal with this and not have to worry about this for a good chunk of time. And they just basically kept us out of the loop for almost 24 hours. I really think that's what happened. I think maybe whatever the wall person said was fairly, messing with the house guests' heads. And so they decided they're going to let them work it out or talk to them or something. There was a thought that someone said, Nicole flipped on Ian. The whole narrative after the thing was that Nicole lied and threw David and made it seem like David's the one that voted to evict Ian, didn't vote for the tie. And if a wall yeller managed to say enough to convince them, that at least convince some of them, like Davon, that no, it was actually Nicole, well, that could have been a big deal. It could have caused a lot of drama in the house. And I think that's probably what happened. Because people said that at the time that happened, Davon and maybe Kevin or somebody was in the backyard. I've already talked about this. So that's what I think happened. Now, that's the simple answer, whether you like it or not. And it's like, well, stop yelling over the damn wall. You're not, I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't want to do this whole time. The other thing, and I'm going to explain it here as best I can, because I don't think I'm going to tweet about it, but and it's not that big a thing. We got an email from our people from CBS that sends out emails to the affiliates that'll tell us, like, oh, there'll be a live, head of household competition tonight kind of a thing, endurance competition. The same people that send us those emails sent out an email reminding us that, oh, look, the feeds are going to be back if you haven't heard. And it was like, and the email kind of implied that there was a chance they could have been down even longer. Like, didn't say why, just said that, and just implied that, oh, the feeds we're lucky because the feeds could have been out, for another day or two, kind of a way it read. And it was like, that's weird. why are they telling? Why would they could have been off for that long? What the hell's going on? And I wrote back and said, what is this about? And the person basically said, well, I'm not sure what's going on. We were just told the feeds were coming back at 10. So they kind of brushed it off. And so it's like, that was where my weirdness, and obviously nobody else was as weirded out by it as I was. But I didn't want to put it out there either at the same time. I'm still not saying exactly what was said, but I'm trying to give you guys the gist of it. For those of you that were feeling like I was teasing and doing stuff, it's like, I don't know if I can say this or not. And I'm still not 100% sure I can say this or not. I just felt like I should share what little bit I picked up on. So, there. I answered people's questions. The thing is that most of the people that probably were saying I was being a tease aren't going to listen to this, so, your loss. If they ask me about it, I'll say, go listen to my CarCast. Because they don't have a whole lot to say today. There's not a whole lot of news going on today. The feeds came back at 10 o'clock. They were playing charades. It seems like it was kind of planned. Specifically because Memphis would have normally been in bed at that time. They played charades for an hour, which seemed like a convenient amount of time. And then right at like 11 o'clock or so, they're like, okay, we're done. And they kind of broke up. And then there was a little bit of game talk. And it seems from the game talk that, yes, indeed, Davon is still leaving. Danny and Nicole definitely still seem to be a pair that is kind of being targeted by Tyler. Christmas seems to be working more with the guys than the girls. I mean, that's that. Same, nothing, no news, no big thing. Maybe Kevin is going to be more likely to target the guys than the girls. I think Davon was giving him advice to kind of stick with Nicole and Danny, which again is kind of just funny because Nicole and Danny are almost the driving force. Well, I wouldn't say that. I guess Danny kind of did want to keep Davon. But it didn't happen. So, that's what's up, guys. It's Davon going home, or going to jury, and we'll have a head of household tonight. So, I'm done. I'm at work. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you for listening. Listeners, by the way, I was going to say, I thought maybe they'd gone up, but they really haven't. It's still been about the same number that I've been seeing in the past. Somewhere between 400 and 500 people are listening to this every day. So it's kind of cool. Appreciate all of you. And I hope you have a good Thursday, and I hope tonight's show is fun and interesting. And we may finally see cracks in the committee and the other alliances because they've run out of people to put up that aren't in the group per se. They're going to have to go after, they're going to start eating their own. I mean, Kevin may be an obvious pawn choice, or maybe an obvious person to go up with somebody else as a pawn, but we'll just have to see. All right. Oh crap. Anyways, I forgot something. I have to do a COVID-19 test. Did I tell you guys that yesterday? I might have. My workplace is testing 10% of the on-site personnel every week. And I won the lottery this week. And so it's a saliva test. It is not a nose shoving test. And but you have to do it on camera. So I have to do a Zoom call with somebody, and I presume until I fill the little vial up. And it's exactly like the test, if you've done the DNA tests for like Ancestry or 23andMe, same kind of vial, same kind of thing. So I know what I have to do. I know it's going to take me a while, and sit there to drool into a little tube. Little side note. Okay, I'm done now. Everybody take care. We'll talk to you later. If anything exciting or interesting happens, I will let you know. Bye-bye.